Everyone's doing well. I want to review a phone service I've been using for the last 5 months called Tello. And I have previously, before Tello, I was using the T-Mobile network. I was with T-Mobile for about a year. Before that, Sprint. And if you want to go before that, AT&T and Verizon. And I'm going to go ahead and compare Tello, not only the prices of Tello, but also real life service. Now, I've used Tello in a variety of different states here in the US. I've used it in Florida, I've used it in Maryland, DC area, Texas, specifically Dallas and Austin, Texas, and also California, Irvine, all the way up to the Bay Area. So I've used it in a variety of different places for many days. So I'm going to give you my honest opinion on the service, my thoughts on it, where they're good and where they can improve. And if you guys are interested to purchase teleservice, I'm going to post a link in the description down below. When you use my link, it's going to give you $10 off service. So it's a win situation. So feel free to use that link, and you will obtain $10 off of your service. So let's jump into it. I'm on the Tello website here, and I wanted to go over their prices and including their data. And as you can see here, there are options where you can choose no minutes and only data. So these are the prices here for only data. You even got the option of unlimited data with no minutes for $40 a month. Personally, I wouldn't choose that. You can probably go up to the unlimited minutes and unlimited text for the same price. So it's not going to make a difference if you do get minutes or don't get minutes. It's going to be the same price overall. The main factor is the data, okay? So you are going to get 5G data with this. And after you use up the 8 gigs or even the 6 gigs, it's gonna throttle down. It's gonna go up down to like 2G data, so it's gonna be a lot slower. Personally, I would go with the unlimited data, unlimited minutes, and unlimited text, all included for about $40 a month. I think that's a pretty good deal. If you're not using a lot of minutes, again, it doesn't matter. It's unlimited. The price is the same for the minutes and text, no matter what you choose. Where it differs is the data. So, it depends on how much data you use. I have used 2 gigabyte. I did purchase a 2 gigabyte one for $14 a month, and I ran through that so fast, especially nowadays when if you're updating apps on your phone, you're watching YouTube videos, that 2 gigs is gonna be gone like a sip of water. So I highly recommend kind of going up the ladder. 4 gigs is pretty good for some folks, and 6 gigs. If you're working from home, a lot of folks work from home, and they probably just want to get the 2 gigs, and that's fine too. If you're gonna be on Wi-Fi all the time, and you're not gonna use it while driving and listening to podcasts or anything like that, just get the 2 gigs or 1 gig. I mean, there's not much of a difference. There's a $4 difference between a gig, and then a $5 difference between that and the 4 gig. So you're not looking at much here. So that's basically it. Again, like I said earlier, if you get the unlimited plan, right here, unlimited data, unlimited everything for $40. Just keep in mind that is up to 25 gigs of 4G LTE or 5G, depending on the area that you're located in. A lot of areas in the U.S. And that you can talk about Verizon, AT&T, all these guys, they don't have 5G everywhere. And Tello uses the T-Mobile network. So you're basically getting T-Mobile, but a different broadband of T-Mobile. So keep that in mind. And like I said before, unlimited 2G for your device. And it says free calls to 60 plus countries with every calling plan according to available minute balance. Okay. Again, T-Mobile does the same thing, so that's why they're providing it to you. They do have a family plan, is it if you want to be able to utilize that, and if you do utilize the family plan, it does get cheaper. So let's go here, and here, as you can see, the minutes they do charge you $1. So there's $1 difference between the minutes here. So that's kind of interesting. It's a little different. So you get 2 gigs, and then if you go up the ladder, looks like the gigs is not much of a difference in terms of the pricing. So it's about the same price. That's interesting for the family plan. You're not configuring line 1. Okay, you know what? Let's go ahead and continue here and see what happens with line 2. I don't know if line 2 differs or whatnot, but it seems like it's the same thing in terms of the line prices. You're able to there's some interesting data right there. You're able to also purchase a phone, or you can be able to bring your own phone. I brought my own phone. I have a Galaxy S21 Plus from Samsung. Is unlocked though, so you want to make sure that when you do provide your ISBN number to Tello, you're able to port it over. If it's locked towards AT&T or Verizon, I mean, by the way, iPhones and these type of phones they can be used on any network. But if you purchase a phone that's locked to a specific network, it may not work with Tello. So you want to make sure when you do subscribe, it's gonna tell you in the prompt, please enter your ISBN number and whatnot, and then you can be able to find out. But if you just want to get a new phone, you're able to do that here. These are some of the prices as of November 12th, 2021. As you can see here, there's a lot of different Samsung, and they also have Google One Plus. They also have iPhone 8. iPhone 8 is pretty old, but look at the price. It's $259 for the iPhone 8. They also have an iPhone SE2 and an iPhone XR and a iPhone 12 mini for $600. And that $600, let's go ahead and take a look at how much. Okay, 64 gigs. So the price you're not really getting a deal buying the device from Tello. So I would recommend checking out different websites if you can buy it on lock. That's the best way. And you can be able to work it from there. In terms of coverage, I'm going to go into this in detail here. There are some pros and cons in terms of coverage, okay? Let's go into the pros and cons. The pro is if you are in a very large city and you're using Tello, I recommend it. There will be some times that with service it will be cut off if you're driving through areas. But if you're just working from home, just needing a device to utilize or number to utilize, you're not going to have any issues, especially on a Wi-Fi network. Now, if you're out in the boonies, out in the forest area, you will get service, but you want to make sure that when you're searching for it, see, you can be able to search your address right here, search for it and see if you do have coverage in your area. A lot of these service providers, they don't provide it, or they do provide it, but at a lower data speed. So check it out here to see if you're covered. I haven't had any issues, but I remember driving from Austin, Texas to Dallas, Texas. The call was dropped. I remember there were some drop calls or whatnot, and that was me driving through the highway. So I recommend, if you're wanting something with stability, you may want to pay an additional amount of money. I'm just being honest with you guys, if you're worried about drop calls. But for me, it's dropped. I call them back. We're ready to go from there. But overall, folks that want to be able to get something that is cheap, they can be able to use at a very low price, I recommend Tello. I think is one of the best providers. There's another provider that I used as well before called Mint Mobile, which I'll do a video on. But I feel like Tello does provide a pretty good value for what they provide. And I think the price point is absolutely amazing. So Again, I'm gonna post down a link in the description if you guys would like to purchase Tello as a service provider. It was really easy porting my number over to Tello. If you don't have a SIM card, they can send you one. You know, with T-Mobile Sprint, if you have that SIM card, you can actually reuse it. So just keep that for, you know, if you do want to reuse it. But in terms of the price point, in terms of a lot of things, I highly recommend Tello. Again, like I said, I'm gonna put a description so you guys get $10 using my link. That's gonna help out. And actually, if you get like, you know, the 1 GB or even 500 meg a data plan, you can actually get 2 months free service with my code. Or pay $2 out of pocket with my code. With that said, guys, I hope this is helpful. Press the like button, subscribe down below for more videos, and click on the notification bell as well so you are alerted of those new videos. And check you guys out on the next time. Guys, see you later. Peace.